Yo, 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 Third Eye Boxing, what is going on? And welcome back. Well, what did we just witness? What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, seriously. Garcia versus Campbell. What did you guys think? Garcia ultimately stopped Luke Campbell in the 7th round with a tremendous left hook to the body. Campbell was just stuck in his air, trying to find the air in the last round, but couldn't find it. I mean, seriously. Truly hats off to both fighters as they both shook hands and were in the locker room together and chopping it up after the fight. I mean, true respect between both fighters, and wow, what a fight. I mean, seriously, I didn't expect it to be this exciting, honestly. I really didn't. I knew it was going to be somewhat competitive, but not to this extent, because what was the most surprising and where everyone was shocked at was when Campbell dropped Garcia with a right hook. I mean, seriously. I thought it might have been over. I think there was about a minute left in the round, and Garcia actually came back and stood his ground, man. He really showed what a true champion he is. Shut down all the haters for sure tonight, as you know, pretty boys always seem to have the most haters because they say you can't fight and such. But tonight, as he said, he proved he's Mexican. He showed that warrior spirit. Coming back from that 2nd round knockdown, I mean, it was a shot that dropped him. I mean, seriously, it was a huge shot that dropped him. If we could go and find it. But after that, I mean, it was still competitive afterwards. Don't get me wrong. But Ryan Garcia was just pressing the action and just taking over, landing the cleaner shots, the more beautiful shots. And he ultimately came back to... That's a good left hook. He catched him there with... Yeah, that was, I think that, yeah, that was during the end of the round. I think that was round 6 or 5. He caught him real good with a left hook, stunned him, and it was right at the bell. So Campbell could have been out in the, 5th or 6th round right there. It would have been interesting. But he got saved by the bell. But this is the knockdown that shocked everybody.
Seems much more flat-footed. Seems like he wants to...
Boom. I mean, it was a shot,
and
guys.
that's what he was setting him up for.
But he recovered, man. He really recovered well, and hats off to both fighters. But seriously, Ryan's truly, I mean, showed what a champion he is. As you can see, Gabriel Rosado and Errol Spence giving his props, and he responded well. Indeed, Ryan caught him that last round, and the next round opening, he was starting to catch him with a lot of shots, but he was getting real wild as well. And Campbell was catching him with some good shots as well, as Canelo was on forward watching as well in the stance. But look at the No, we got to watch the left hook that dropped him. It was right there.
One thing,
the reaction right there.
I'm a man of my word. Let's go, Tank.
As he called out Tank, y'all.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Awesome reaction. Campbell, you can see, still trying to gas for air as the ref is holding him up. I mean, seriously, a beautiful left hook to the liver. Dropped Campbell and stopped him. Couldn't get up in time. And that was all she wrote. And afterwards, as you can see, Devin Haney was on board watching. Eddie also tweeted afterwards that this was an eliminator fight for Devin Haney's belt. So that might happen next. Eddie might try to force that fight next before Tank. Although Ryan wants Tank before Devin Haney, as he says it here.
Of course, I want to fight him. He's going to be that opponent. Of course, I want to fight him. I want to fight Tank first, of course. But, you know.
I want to fight Tank.
It is what it is. If we can make Devin, let's make Devin.
If we can make Devin, let's make Devin.
Devin
all right. He's with whatever anybody brings him, man. Damian Lillard was on board watching as well. So Ryan Garcia got dropped and showed real toughness, real mean streak. He showed me something today. 135 is on fire, man. Seriously on fire. Put some respect on Garcia's name. Yeah, seriously. The amount of hatred he gets is really unnecessary in my opinion. Like, he's honestly a nice guy. Like, he's a charismatic, nice guy. But obviously, when you're a pretty boy and you feel me, there's always going to be those people who say you can't fight, you can't do this, you can't do that. Not saying that he'll beat Tank, but I mean, come on now. It's a good fight, right? I got Tank over him because I feel like Tank is just way too strong. But it will definitely be a good fight and something everybody will be watching. That is the biggest fight to make at 135 by far, money-wise. Because Tank is a huge name and so is Ryan. Like, those two names together will be tremendous. The pay-per-view buys would be through the roof for that one, for sure. But other than that, man, shout out to Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. Both did their thing tonight. Beautiful job done. And yeah, actually, no, we actually got to cover something as well. Because during the fight, man, there was so many people like hating, and it was all coming across the pond. One thing I don't understand, guys, is why can you just hate on a boxer or a person, period, just for the land they were born in? Because it was like a UK versus US thing going on Twitter. Like, that's real unnecessary. You could go for the person that's in your country, that's from your country, but that don't mean you have to send hatred to the other person, you know? And one person who was definitely doing that was Josh Taylor. Like, if you can see here, he says, wait, beforehand, no. Let's see, let's make sure he ain't delete the tweet, right? Oh, yeah, he said, what a little prick Ryan Garcia is. What a tadja, quote-unquote penis. I don't know what tadja means either way. I said, what's the hate about? Oh, well, I was confused. Like, why are you hating? But what people got mad about was Ryan coming out on a throne when his name is King Ryan Garcia. Like, how can you get mad at him? Everybody has done it. I get he hasn't beaten the freaking top guy in his class or whatever to be called a king, I guess. But that's like his ring name, you feel me? So it makes sense for him to come out on a throne. And he definitely made a throne type of statement. Like, to get up from the deck like that and come back and stop him the way he did when both Lomachenko nor Linares could have stopped him when they fought. Like, I mean, that was a statement, 100%. The real boxing fans know not to take Ryan Garcia as a joke no more. And then he quickly changed it because the first round Garcia was hurting and catching Campbell with everything he threw. He was hurting him first round, seemed much faster, stronger, and everything, period. And then he says after this, he quickly changed it. After this first round, I can possibly see a KO for Garcia. He looks a little too quick and sharp, although Luke was very patient. And then I was going back and forth with him. He said, look how fast he makes y'all switch up, LOL. And then he says, yeah, question mark, after Luke drops him, right? He took 6 minutes to say that, right? So he waited for Ryan Garcia to get dropped to then tweet at us saying, yeah, question mark, laughing like Ryan was about to lose. But little do you know, tide switched very fast. I said, fight not over yet, Josh, but you also change your pick. Stick with it. He says, I ain't changed shit. I'm giving you my opinion on how's the fight going. I said, you seem a bit upset there, Josh. You calm it down, bud. Because, yeah, like, he keeps cursing. He keeps calling people dicks, penises. Like, brother, are you all right? I know you got the belts over there, but you won't be holding those on for too long, especially if Tio comes for you. It's good night for you, brother. Other than that, hey, don't be like this guy. Don't be a sore freaking hater like him. Not a sore loser, but he'll soon be one if he keeps up with that attitude. But once again, hats off to Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell, and everybody else who is a true boxing fan and watched it with unbiasedness and, you know, as a true boxing fan. Other than that, guys, it's been Third Eye Boxing. I'll catch you guys later. Good night, brothers.